Skip this and you're manually deploying while everyone else has automated it, which is exactly what happened to a Linux admin who found himself in a situation where his microservices couldn't communicate with each other in production, leading to a series of frustrating and time-consuming manual interventions to resolve the issue. What it does, Docker networking allows microservices to communicate with each other, enabling the creation of complex distributed systems. In a microservices architecture, each service is typically deployed in its own container, and these containers need to be able to communicate with each other to exchange data and coordinate their actions. Docker provides several networking options to facilitate this communication, including bridge networks, overlay networks, DNS resolution, and service discovery. Command example. Breaking it down, in this example, we create a bridge network using the Docker network create command, specifying the driver bridge option to indicate that we want to create a bridge network. We then create two containers, container 1 and container 2, and connect them to the bridge network using the net option. Finally, we test communication between the containers by pinging container 2 from container 1 using the docker exec command. Common mistakes. One common mistake is to assume that containers can communicate with each other by default, without creating a network. Another mistake is to use the link option to connect containers, which is deprecated and can lead to issues with DNS resolution and service discovery. Additionally, some users may not understand the difference between bridge networks and overlay networks, and may use the wrong type of network for their use case. Try this next. To demonstrate the use of overlay networks, let's create a swarm cluster and deploy a service to it. What it does, an overlay network is a type of network that allows containers to communicate with each other across multiple hosts. In a swarm cluster, overlay networks are used to enable communication between services deployed on different nodes. Command example. Breaking it down, in this example, we create a swarm cluster with two nodes and create an overlay network using the Docker network create command. We then deploy two services, service 1 and service 2, to the swarm cluster and connect them to the overlay network. Finally, we test communication between the services by pinging service 1 from a container in service 2. Common mistakes. One common mistake is to assume that overlay networks are enabled by default in a swarm cluster. Another mistake is to use the wrong type of network for a service, such as using a bridge network for a service that needs to communicate with other services on different nodes. Try this next. To demonstrate the use of DNS resolution and service discovery, let's deploy a service to a swarm cluster and use the Docker service update command to update the service's environment variables. What it does, DNS resolution and service discovery allow containers to resolve the IP addresses of other containers and services in a swarm cluster. This enables containers to communicate with each other using the service name, rather than the IP address. Command example. Breaking it down, in this example, we deploy a service to the swarm cluster and update its environment variables using the Docker service update command. We then test DNS resolution by pinging the service name from a container. Common mistakes. One common mistake is to assume that DNS resolution is enabled by default in a swarm cluster. Another mistake is to use the wrong service name or environment variable, which can lead to issues with DNS resolution and service discovery. Pro tip: in production, it's essential to use a combination of bridge networks, overlay networks, DNS resolution, and service discovery to enable communication between microservices. By using the right type of network for each service and configuring DNS resolution and service discovery correctly, you can create a scalable and resilient microservices architecture that can handle high traffic and large amounts of data. Additionally, using tools like Docker Swarm and Kubernetes can help simplify the process of deploying and managing microservices, and provide features like rolling updates, self-healing, and resource management.